Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some leaks for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series involving a fight between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. That's right now on Star Wars Coffee. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series has released its first trailer, and on Ewan McGregor's birthday on March 31st, they did release a little announcement that the series is moving from May 25th to May 27th and are releasing the first 2 episodes on that day. So they're going to be moving it 2 days later, but at the same time we're going to be getting 2 episodes when it does release. So that is great news there. If you haven't seen that announcement, you can check that out on the channel. But what we're going to be taking a look at today is an update from MakingStarWars.net's Jason Ward, where he gives us some details about Darth Vader's revenge in Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, this is from Jason Ward over at MSW. He says this: 10 years before the events of Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader nearly burned to death on Mustafar. Obi-Wan told Vader he had the high ground, and soon after, Vader found himself dismembered and being burned alive next to a riverbank of lava. So it is safe to assume for the next 10 years that Vader was daydreaming about setting Obi-Wan on fire as well. Over the last few months, the MSW show has spoken about the first encounter between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, and it doesn't go so well for Obi-Wan. MSW does share a bit about what was filmed around the end of that encounter, and it seems like Vader gets a bit of revenge on his former master thanks to fire. So if you don't want anything more spoilery than this, be sure to step out now, because this has been your spoiler warning, as the spoilers are about to awaken. So at the end of the first encounter, somehow Darth Vader sets Obi-Wan's arm on fire and he's burned pretty badly. It sounds like O'Shea Jackson and Princess Leia get Kenobi to a Bacta tank, and he is then taken to J-BIM to recover in a sinkhole base that was set up during the Clone Wars. It sounds like we follow Obi-Wan until he passes out at the end of what is expected to be the 4th episode, to when he's going to be waking up in the following episode, apparently in a medical facility. This base is used by partisans as a center of operations, which would explain the use of clone trooper blasters. So how did they exactly get to this? The order of events, MSW says, has a lot of ambiguity. There are still a few logistical details missing to entirely place this into a totally coherent and linear storyline. There are, however, some facts from the first encounter as Jason understands them. He pieced them together from speaking to sources and from the shoot himself, which is why there is some gaps here and there. But it does sound like Obi-Wan, Leia, and partisans are on a transport ship like you see Din use in the Book of Boba Fett. This ship may be going somewhere to perhaps Alderaan to return Leia. Leia is not exactly too happy with Obi-Wan, as their adventure has not exactly gone to plan. When Leia first meets Obi-Wan, she does not trust him, and he looks bloody and disheveled. At the midway point of the story, Obi-Wan's powers haven't fully returned yet, and he probably just seems to be a bit odd to Leia. Not sure how she knows that he is a Jedi or if she suspects this at all. Darth Vader, Reva, Purge Troopers, and Stormtroopers arrive at what is believed to be the transport ship set. He has heard a few times that Kenobi has to start this fight without a lightsaber. What he's doing is buying time for Leia to get away, which is a classic Obi-Wan move. But by the time he has only a blaster in it, and it sounds like by the end of the fight he is left burned. So this would give us some pretty cool scene to see Obi-Wan and Vader's confrontation. Obviously, we know that this isn't going to be the only battle, given to what Kathleen Kennedy said about how this battle and rematch would be the rematch of the century. And if all Obi-Wan does is get his arm burned off pretty badly, that is not going to be what many consider to be a rematch of the century. So we know that this must not be the final battle, and likely we will get a much more all-out brawl, sort of like we saw with Fix It and Post's Obi-Wan versus Vader in A New Hope, which was absolutely awesome. So let me know what you guys think about these details in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, may God bless you, and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe. Do it! And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.